This is going to be a general reading. My name's Chinoa with Walu Child Readings. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you for joining me. If you guys would like to follow, subscribe, you guys may do so. You guys can subscribe, like, share my videos. I would appreciate it. And for all of you guys returning, thank you guys for your love and support. So before we start this reading, I need to cleanse my energy and cleanse the table. So I probably should have done that beforehand, but I was in my feelings today, like feeling pretty bad about myself, not really feeling good. I was triggered and stuff, so I don't want to bring that here. I want to leave that. I want to leave that energy alone where it was. I don't want to pick up any of that in this reading. So yeah, you guys, so I was kind of just in my feelings. It could be Venus retrograde getting to me and all of that, and you know, so yeah, sometimes I had to remind myself not to get down, I guess, when you compare yourself to other people, like, you know, feeling like your work is not being appreciated and all that other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to Palo Santo myself, my table. I'm going to be using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, so let me just cleanse that before I use it. I don't want any toxic or old energy. And then Romance Angels, I'll be using that too. So I'm just going to cleanse that. So really, you guys, if I don't feel guided to do a reading, I'm not going to do it. You know, especially if I'm not in the good, like, spiritually under the weather. Like, I'm not really in the good space to do readings if I'm, like, under the weather. But I feel like it's just me, my energy, just kind of beating myself up lately and all of that. So give me 1 second. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to get the door, and I'm streaming. So streaming usually just gets it going faster. It uploads faster and quicker, so it's not really doesn't really take that long. If I was to record it from my phone or my tablet or iPad, it takes much longer. All right. Okay. So the spread that I'm going to be using was inspired by tarot.com. I was sent an email, which is kind of funny. They send you like really cheesy like headlines like, oh, there's something going on, you need to be aware of what's going on, blah blah blah. Like, they'll send you stuff like that, and I know it's just to get your attention. But I know that's the point of it all. But anyway, so they sent me like this headliner is like, hey Chinoa, right now there's a strong karmic energy pulling you and your soulmate back together. And then, you know me, I just was like, oh really? Okay, let me see what's up. Even though I know like it's just a, you know, a little marketing thing that they do anyway. So I opened it, and it has a spread that you can do, but I know like it allows you to pick cards and stuff, but then it's going to tell you to pay for the interpretation. So because I'm already a reader, the cards I pulled, I'm like, I can pretty much kind of interpret the message that I'm picking up anyway. So I'm going to use that similar spread, and this is just generally like a general energy, because it's not a personal reading, obviously. It's for multiple people who are watching. So it has 6 different placements. So 6 different positions and placements. So I'm just going to tap into that. So the first card represents your soul and your soulmate soul. Okay, so Divine Spirit, I ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for those who are watching, that they receive a message that's meant for them to hear, if they are meant to gather a message from this reading. Okay, so this is for those who are meant to resonate. If it doesn't resonate with you guys, it doesn't resonate. My messages in my channel are not for everybody. Hence why I probably don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm not like a popular type of person. I don't, you know. But, and that's probably my ego talking again, but it's whatever. So let's see. Your soul, where are you guys at right now? Where is your soul? Oh, and before I get into that, you guys, I'm sorry if I'm like all over the place. So If you guys have someone specific in mind, that's cool. But just as advice, to clear your mind of any expectations of what you're expecting to hear, who it is, and all of that. Leave it open to spirit, because you never know what can stand out to you. It might resonate to a person that you have in mind, or someone you're dealing with, or whatever the case may be, or it may not. And it can still ring out something to you, like, that sounds like something I had a dream about, or something, you know, that has nothing to do with this specific person, but I had a dream like that, or someone told me that when I was a little girl, or whatever. But if you have a specific person in mind, that kind of leaves the message kind of like it's foggy, because you could be getting a message, but you're trying to make it match someone else, and it doesn't really make sense unless it matches that person that you had in mind. But just clear your mind, you guys. Just clear your energy, clear your mind, and leave the message up to spirit. Okay? All right. The soul of the person watching, where is their soul stand with their soulmate? Okay, you have the High Priestess. And where is your soulmate soul? They have a lot going on, because these cards do not want to come apart. So the Ace of Wands, just kind of picking up like a restless energy. So I'm going to put that here. Destiny. What is the destiny of this situation that is being created, that is manifesting? Because nothing's really ever set in stone like that, really, necessarily, or at least the path, the way to whatever is meant to be. It's always going to, you know, change based upon our energies, basically. What's the kiss of fate? The kiss of fate. What's going to bring things together, I'm assuming? What is that energy that brings things together? The kiss of fate, as tarot.com puts it. The Ace of Cups. Okay. What is the karma? What is the karma within the situation? And Spirit's like, take these, take these. So you have the Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I'm going to take both because they threw themselves out to me. So the divine. What is the divine message? The message from the divine. Thank you, Spirit. I get it. I get it. You're like, just take me. The Hermit card. All right. And then the Romance Angels. I'm going to do my own little thing with that. And I'll just hold off. And then I'm going to do the tarot.com spread. So should I share my spread? It's kind of personal, but I'll share it. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you guys can do that. It's Walu Child Readings on Instagram and Facebook. So this is my spread. This is what I got. Interesting. Anyway, so your energy, your soul is the High Priestess. So right now, I'm just getting your soul's energy, your soul purpose is really to tap into your true self, your true divine nature. You can be doing this through spirituality. You can be doing this through, you know, knowledge and wisdom about ancestry, your culture, or just studying something that has interested you. It could even be just trying to discern this situation, what it is, what is a soulmate, what is a twin flame, whatever resonates with you. What am I really looking for? And on top of that, I feel like you hold all of the wisdom and the knowledge within you anyway. So it's just a matter of uncovering that truth that's already there within yourself. So your soul right now, I really feel that it is seeking knowledge and wisdom, whether it's within the self emotionally. You guys could be having some very profound dreams. If owls mean anything to you, pomegranates mean anything to you, they're all symbols of wisdom and knowledge. So it could be that this is what you're seeking internally. As far as your partner's soul or your soulmate soul, they have the Ace of Wands. So I'm getting like restlessness, a lot of anxious energy. This could be them pursuing different things. It could be something specific. It could be creatively. This could be them starting something new, starting a new chapter that excites them. There's this anxiousness to, it's like a regeneration type of energy. Also getting that this person may have recently gotten into crystals. I don't know why I'm getting that. Actually, I know why I'm getting that. These look like crystals up here. If you see these little things right here, they look like little crystals. So this person could be starting to get into spirituality. a little bit more. They might be transforming their belief systems. If dragons mean anything to you guys, there's a lot of animal totems, the owls, and then we have dragons. That can mean something to you guys. Maybe they're into dragons, dragon tattoos. Maybe they were born under the Chinese zodiac of dragon. But that's what I'm picking up. As far as where your souls are right now. So this person is more in the strong masculine energy, and you're more in this feminine energy with the high priestess. So could be a lot of sexual energy too. I'm getting that from them. Also for you, you do have the ability to telepathically communicate with this person. Even if you know them or you don't know them, or you think you know them or you don't think you know them, whatever, you have the ability to tap in and you have the ability to communicate with this person. Okay. So I'm going to start off with karma. What's the karma within the situation? There's a lot of mental blockages with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So the Six of Swords is pretty much moving yourself from the challenges of your mind into coming into discerning what it is that's really blocking you mentally and how to free yourself of those mental blockages, okay? So both of you could be, you know, both stuck in this energy, or you guys may just have that same karma where you both, like, you're unable to make sense of things, or you tell yourself that it doesn't make sense, or I'll never get out of this energy. Some of you guys may feel like this process is never going to lead to anything, whether it's someone you have in mind right now, or whether it's just whoever's meant for me, spirit. Like, am I ever going to meet someone? Is there anybody even out there like that for me? So it could be that type of perception too. And this person could be thinking the same thing. But I have feminine energies with these cards. It doesn't necessarily mean that just because you're a woman or you identify with feminine energy that you're the only one, you know, in this karmic energy of this mental block or negative thinking. It could also be the other person if they're male or masculine energies, whatever you feel guided to, you know, resonate with. So that's really what I'm picking up is the Six and the Eight of Swords represent karmic. The karmic energies represent the blockages, the mental blockages, or the things that you tell yourself as well that are very negative or self-defeating and self-limiting. Okay. So the Kiss of Fate, I'm going to just kind of jump all over. The Kiss of Fate is the Ace of Cups. So with the Kiss of Fate, I'm picking up that the thing that's going to bring this together is really, you have to become one with your own self, your own heart, your own soul. You have to become one with that first before you can become one with this person. So this one cup represents that one divine true love, which really starts from your divine source. If you believe in God, you believe in source, divine spirit, whatever, spirit, great spirit, whatever you want to call it, the universe. Knowing that you're a part of that one source energy, or that love, that unconditional love from that space, it trickles down to the love that you have for self. So if you don't really love yourself, and it's true, if you don't really love yourself, you really can't love another person because you're seeking that love outside of yourself. So you have to find something about you that you really love. You have to start, even if it's just from one little space. Like, I really cook some great sandwiches. Like, my sandwiches are so bomb. Like, I love my sandwiches. Like, if it just comes from that one little space, like for me, I can judge my truthfulness and be like, maybe that's why people, maybe I am mean. Like, maybe I am a little too harsh. But then I'm like, you know, some people might not like the fact that I'm a little blunt. Some people might not like my honesty, but I like my honesty. Like, I don't need somebody lying. Like, I wouldn't want someone lying to me just because it sounds cute and it might feel good to me in the moment. I want the real deal. Even if it cuts me deep, at least it'll help me to heal. So I'm that type of person. So I'll say I love that about myself. I can easily turn that into a negative and be like, oh, whatever. Or you can take, I cook really great sandwiches. It's like, anybody can make sandwiches. But it's like, no, nobody makes sandwiches like I make sandwiches. So whatever it is, start off with something. If you have a hard time with feeling like there's really nothing lovable about me, you have to love yourself. And to say that, you're only loving yourself to get into the union or the relationship with that person or to meet the one, is really not self-love at all. It's like you're trying to play spirit and be like, I'm gonna do this just so I can get him or just so I can get her. And it's like, nah, spirit doesn't play them type of games. They know what you're up to. Your higher self has outsmarted you. So I feel like the kiss of fate, what's going to seal this and bring this together, is that oneness. You have to love yourself first. It starts off first, and then it leads to the Two of Cups, right? All right, okay. So the destiny, let's see. The destiny is the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, the horses look like they're at odds with each other, but I'm taking this as, this is a process that, yes, it may seem like a slow one, but it is building. You know, right now it could be conflict between you and this person, or you guys could be in conflict with yourselves. But this process is going to lead to some sort of transformation. The masks have to come off slowly but surely. You have to learn your authentic self. And that doesn't necessarily mean like being real with yourself necessarily. Authenticity, what do you really are about, what you're really about as a person? What do you really value in life? What do you really value about love? Because we've been conditioned to believe that love is this or it's that, and it's got to be this, and it's not real love if you're doing this and if he's doing that. You know, you kind of have to reprogram your mind. And, you know, the rah-da-da chick, like, oh, if I stick it out with his drama and him putting his hands on me, then that means that, you know, I'm a real one, or he'll love me if I stick it out with him, and that means I'm a real woman, or I'm a real man if I put up with her little stank-ass attitude, whatever it is. It's like we have to reprogram our mind from all this toxic stuff, and that love is, you know, it's sex and it's bliss and all that. Like you kind of have to reprogram everything that you've learned and what you've been taught to believe about love, and start from what you truly value and what is your unique love story, because your story may not be the same as the next person's love story. You know what I mean? But that's where the love for self comes, because you have to be careful with that. Because some people think that love is dramatic. It's supposed to be like fighting and drama and back and forth games, and I'm gonna make him choose her over me type of stuff. Like, that's the toxic stuff, that love and hip hop stuff, that's toxic type of love. Those types of energies have to be washed away, because it's like you're constantly going to be conflicted. You're going to continue to meet with people that match that same chaotic energy until the masks come off. And I hope I'm making sense, because I get what Spirit's trying to say, but I'm kind of like, is that making sense? But the Hermit card, this represents what the divine has to say about it. So what the divine has to say about this connection is that it does seem like a lonely road, and it will seem lonely, even if you have a partner, even if this person has someone right now, or you don't know this person, or they might be popular, or they could have 1,000 of people around them that love them, and they could have a loving, happy family, you know, full of, you know, great mom and dad and the cousins and all of that, and a great job, and vice versa with you. You can have all these great things, but spiritually it's lonely. It feels lonely. But the Hermit, in his solitude, in his aloneness, quote unquote, that's where the wisdom is. That's where the truth and discernment is. That's where the clarity comes of how to lead your own way and your own path. The Hermit is also the number 9. So he represents completions. You got to do this not only for yourself, but you might have children in the future that you want to set an example for of what real love is, and how to love themselves, and how to find someone that matches that energy. Because a lot of people say they want a soulmate and they want this or that. And it's not to say that you won't get one, but how are you going to attract a soulmate when you're not in touch with your own self, your own soul, you know? So that's very important, because I feel that deep down inside, like whoever assigned themselves to these spiritual connections, whether they be the temporary ones or whether it be that permanent one that you spend the rest of your life with, you didn't come here just to play around and just get it on and bump with this person and bump with that person. Oh, he look good. Oh, she has a fat ass, and excuse my language, but that's how people talk nowadays. Like, oh, I want her too. Oh, I want that one too. And oh, I want to sleep with him, and then I need to try him out too. Like all this other stuff that it's kind of like people just lost that love, and we're being taught that it's normal to have one person. Some people believe in that. I'm not knocking it. I don't believe in that personally. But if that's your path, that's your love story. But it's just like the raunchiness of it. It doesn't come from a loving space. Like if you're gonna have three women, make it loving. Why is it gotta be like this love and hip hop and flavor of love, just raunchy, just disgusting, toxic energy, this pimp and hoe stuff? Like that's kind of like the era we live in. And I feel like you came here to set a tone for something different. Even the old school love was beautiful to some extent, but yeah, your grandma and my grandma probably, and this grandma and that grandpa, they probably went through some stuff together, the cheating and the extra families over here in Louisiana, and I'm in Texas, and I didn't even know that I got siblings over here, and that old school stuff, if you can identify with that. But this is something different, and I feel that again, it has to, you're that puzzle piece. You have to be that one whole piece before you can create the rest of the puzzle. And you guys have children, or you will have children. I feel this is leaving behind that knowledge and that wisdom, sharing it. And you didn't sign up for this for no reason. Excuse me for being a little blunt, but the whole references and the love and hip hop and the cussing. If you guys get offended by stuff like that easily, then I'm not the person for you. But I deliver my messages a little bit differently. So I'm gonna ask Divine Spirit, what's the advice when it comes to this whole situation as of right now? I'm not gonna say this is a set in stone type of energy. As of right now, whoever is meant to resonate, what's the advice? Okay, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So some of you guys are like holding on to someone and you want to give this person a second chance. The spirit is like, let these people go, okay? We're in Venus retrograde. So again, I have to keep saying that because Venus retrograde will have you under the illusion that you're in love with someone when you're really not, or it makes a person look a little bit more scrumptious than usual, or that ex seem a little more appealing. Oh, I could give him another shot, or she really is crazy and she really gets on my nerves, but I don't know, something about her right now. She keyed my car, but I'm gonna still take her back. That type of stuff. Like, just be careful with that type of energy because it's old. And 9 times out of 10, it's coming up because it's showing you, it's reviewing something or giving you a chance to review something that maybe was not resolved or was not cleared. So take it for what it is. Don't forget what happened in the past. It's not to live in the past, but don't forget. So if it's not an ex, it could be letting go of old energies that you're still attaching yourself to. So I always use this as a metaphor, but if you're trying to fill your closet with new clothes and new shoes, but you got all this old junk that you don't wear anymore, you can't fit it anymore, but you're holding on to it because, oh, that's when I was cute in high school. That baby fat jacket is cute. I'll never find it again. But okay, are you going to be able to fit it? Like, you were 12 years old when you wore that jacket. You probably can't fit it no more. But it's like, just let it go. It's gone. It's old. It's okay. It's okay to love it. See it off with love, but replace it with something that's new, that's better. You don't fit it anymore because you've evolved, you've grown out of it. Does that make sense? Like, spirit doesn't give me these little goofy metaphors for nothing. I'm learning that now. Because I was like, clothes and closet, but I'm getting like you've outgrown, you've evolved past certain things. That's why you don't fit it anymore, okay? If you feel like you gained too much weight or you lost too much weight, there's a reason why you don't fit those things anymore. So let it go. Find something that fits you. Get it? Like something that matches your energy, your vibration. Allow that to come through. And if it's not someone that, because that's the whole thing. Like, I don't want to get into this whole talking point stuff, but it helps people sometimes. Like, people surprisingly get something out of my rants, but not everybody does. People are like, just shut up and just do the reading. Like, I've had people do that. And those are those people that their demons get real triggered by things. They don't want to hear the truth. I don't even know why people come to my channel if they can't handle the truth, because I'm a little bit at a default. I'm a little too straightforward. But I feel that the most toxic thing with these soulmate topics and twin flame topics and stuff is they teach you that there's no one else out there for you. And the scary thing about that is you might believe, or you could be 100% sure, accurate, that this person is that person that spirit sent for you to be with, or spend the rest of your life with, or share that spiritual connection with. You could be, but there's chances that that's not the person. There's a lot that goes into it. It's our ego. It's, you know, signs and synchronicities. For one thing, I'm just, from my experience, I've experienced almost every so-called twin flame sign that they have out there with multiple people. So I guess I'm split into like several different souls. I don't know, based upon the twin flame theory, like you're split into one, like two souls or whatever, some crazy shit like that. If that's the case, then I must be like a remnant of a whole bunch of people, or one soul. But I just find it very, just use your discernment, okay? That's the biggest thing that I'm learning. Like, yes, people put out information. No, it might not be false information to some extent, and it might be, but I have to use my discernment, and my discernment says that until I really know, like I'm with that person in that situation, it's very dangerous to say I'm just going to throw away every other option that is coming my way or has come my way because of this one person, and this person is like doing their own thing. They could care less about me. And sometimes people get caught up in these twin flame energies because it kind of feeds into that unrequited love, and it makes it okay, and that's not okay. Like, it will have you really believing that somebody's your twin flame because you saw somebody with the name Brian or Alan or something on social media, and you're like, oh, it's a sign. But okay, what's the sign about though? You know, it's not just I saw his name and that's it. Like, why did you see that sign? Like, what was surrounding it? Oh, Keisha came in my dreams and she told me she loved me, you know. So it kind of clouds our judgment. And then in real life, Keisha is like, stop calling me, stop texting me, like I'm for real, like leave me alone. You guys have to be careful, okay, with that. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to shatter anybody's hopes and dreams, but you do have to have a level of balance. And the high priestess is not all up in the spirit realms. Like, she can tap into the spirit realm, but she's still present in the physical. Like, she knows what's going on in the reality, but she can also tap spiritually. So you gotta have that healthy balance, you guys. You have to. Otherwise, you will drive yourself insane. Like, I'm just saying, like, people have committed suicide over these topics, and that's unfortunate and it's dangerous. So you're your own high priestess. You know your own truth. You'll discover the truth on your own. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing and tell you somebody is your twin flame, your soulmate, and all that little fairy tale stuff. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm not going to feed into all of that stuff. This is your personal life, your personal journey. You're going to find what you're meant to find and discover. So I hope that that makes sense. Yeah, just know your worth. Like, I want people, I always say this, like, I'm not against true love. I want people to find true love beyond the titles and the labels and all that little stuff that sounds cute and sounds good. Beyond all of that, I want you guys to find some real true love, like that real true love that doesn't waver. It's not playing games with you, doesn't just hit you up when it wants something. It's not with this girl and that girl and still telling you this, or they're ignoring your calls and they'll get to you when they want to sleep with you and all this other stuff. Or this whatever, this girl does this and does that. This person's not paying you any mind, no attention. They're not feeding into it. Like, you have to discern for yourself what's worth chasing. And if you're chasing something, 9 times out of 10, it's not for you. So much love as always, you guys. Until the next reading. Peace.